Congratulations to Aston Villa, founder members of the Football League and former European champions who've just made it back to the promised land after 3 years away. They beat Derby in the Championship playoff final at Wembley by 2-1. Stevie, a goal in either half set them on a good course to see off Frank Lampard's Derby.
Yeah, I think you have to say they deserve this win today, and I think overall, certainly since Dean Smith's gone to Aston Villa during this campaign, they've been the more solid, the more stable team. Derby, for me, even today when they were desperate, throwing people forward, they look good when they really open up. But of course, when you do that, you leave yourself vulnerable. So I think overall, the side that won, the side that's going to the Premier League, not over just the course of the playoffs, but the actual season, I think they deserved it.
It's a big test of discipline, isn't it? Because first of all, Dean Smith comes in midway through the season, a disappointing season after Steve Bruce was sacked. Takes them from the bottom half of the table into the playoff position. Got to navigate a semi-final, 2 legs home and away, and then you've got to deal with the nerves of a massive occasion as well. It's not easily fought out.
Well, it's not, but I think what Dean Smith has done is when he came in, he got them in a style of playing. He got to a stage where every single player knew his job, knew his role. They weren't flamboyant, they weren't boring, they were somewhere in between, but they were stable. And so when you have a side like that and you go into a high pressure game, that 8 out of 10 every week from the team carries you through those difficult times, and stable is the word. Unfortunately, they're going to have to be a lot more than stable when they join the Premier League, and certainly for this group of players that were and that got them to the Premier League, it's going to be tough. If he doesn't add, that's for sure.
I was going to say the playoffs haven't been kind, or at least the side going up through the playoffs hasn't been kind, the Premier League, to them. In the last 5 years, only one of those sides has actually managed to survive from relegation the following year, and that was Huddersfield in their first year. Of course, we lost Huddersfield this year. How do you think Villa will fare?
Listen, the reason they go through the playoffs is because they're not quite at that extra level to go straight up. You know, you think of Wolves last season. They had Premier League players playing in the Championship. That's why they've done so well this year. Aston Villa right now have Championship players who are going into the Premier League. And so Dean Smith's problem is going to be, yes, clearly he has to add, but how many? You look at Fulham. I mean, 20 changes, was it? 100 million? I mean, just completely blew up what they had that got them there, and started again, and clearly it didn't work. So Villa can't do that. They have to find themselves somewhere in between, signing players who have been through the Premier League, who they can rely on, but are of a better quality than the ones that got them there. So listen, this is going to be tough. They're not buying superstars. They're buying quality, proven Premier League quality. That's what they need to survive.
One of the star performers for that Villa team, if not the star performer this year, was Jack Grealish. Of course, he was linked with a move to a Premier League club last year, as Villa didn't make it out in the playoff final. Now he's there. How do you think he'll get on in the Premier League?
You know, a player like Grealish needs the ball. And the question is, are Aston Villa going to have the ball enough that somebody like him can actually show what he's got? Yes, he has quality. I wouldn't say although he's played in the Premier League, I don't think he's proven Premier League quality yet. I still think he's got a lot of maturing to do. But Grealish, for me, the problem will be getting him on the ball.
So the hard work obviously done in one sense, but a lot of hard work to come in the summer in order to make sure they're going to be able to survive.
Well, this is where their scouting department and their financial advisor will very much come to the fore.
Okay, well, congratulations once again to Aston Villa. Great to have them back in the Premier League. Only the 4th side to go to a Championship playoff final, lose, and then come back the following year and succeed. We'll see them in the Premier League next year, that's for sure.